Did you guys get the link? Oh, yeah, it's
Yes.
right there.
Yeah.
All right. Oh god, I think that's way too loud. I'm gonna turn that down a little bit. I also don't have any of the ambiance music, so create your own music. I had a hard time setting this up. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Campfire Stories. The announcements are going to be super brief in that, oh my god, we're on a new Twitch channel. We're at a very specific channel for this series and upcoming series that anyone here will want to stream. If you're wondering why you're looking in between two people and can't really see either of them that well, it's because two groups of two have decided to share a camera and the overlay can only pick up so much.
It looks ridiculous.
It looks... Oh my god, it's god awful, but it's gonna work. Yeah, so please feel free to, if you guys are seeing this on YouTube after the fact, come on over to twitch.tv/CampfireStoriesDND and drop us a follow, and you guys can see these happen live. And that's awesome. Can I just, like, add music on the fly? Oh my god, I might just add music on the fly. Let's do that while we're here. Let's do Warlock's Whisper on this one. And just kind of turn that down a little bit so that it's just, like, kind of ambient. And then order that to the bottom so that it's not in the way of everybody's mics. All right. So yeah, I think that's about it. Not really too much to say. We're just kind of starting things off, but to give a bit of a recap of the last episode, you all met with the Magistra, Santosa Blackthorn, the Booker's secretary, in charge of dealing with things while he's away. As well, you found out that she is the owner and manager of the Tail End, a bar and brothel in the Iron City of Dees, in the second layer of the Nine Hells. Not only did you find this out, Arlo might have secured himself a job. So, you know, if this whole redeeming yourself thing doesn't work out, you know, why not just go full ham? You also discovered a small imp that calls your library home, or at least did until you guys beat the monsters and decided to call your library home. You taught him about rent, and found out that he likes to pilfer little things from people as they come out of the mines, and so he is very much up for paying rent. But he gave you a bit of a suggestion that if you guys are looking for weapons and armor and things to kind of defend yourself, that your best bet is to seek out the armory in Strikegeist City. But kind of have to go through the spoopy forest in order to do that, because you guys can't fly like Etok can. So he is going to serve as your companion and your guide throughout this journey. That is where we will pick up, so please join us by the firelight as we tell our story. And yet, let's pull back a little bit. The journey, you guys had already rolled survival checks, and your survival checks were pretty damn good. Because Lorelei, I believe you are driving these horses that you purchased for the small gems that Etok had on him at the moment.
Yes.
These horses with flaming tails, flaming manes, and flaming hoofs. But you are able to befriend these horses enough that the flames are not currently affecting you too much, although it's like a heated seat, essentially.
Listen, man, I'm dead. Okay? I mean, I'm cold.
And you're very cold, so this is a very welcome warmth to you. Your troop is setting foot. The initial journey into the forest is, you know, one of setting by the path. And Etok definitely mentions to you guys, don't stray from the path. Specifically, he says, do not stray us from the path, but if you do, stray us together. While you have this kind of open path to go across, your journey goes relatively unscathed for the first day or so. Until finally, by the end of the first day, you guys have to... Well, I mean, I guess I'll leave it up to you guys. You could push on and risk exhaustion. And risk exhaustion for the horses as well. Or you could try to find a place in this forest to set up a camp.
So, Sade already has a level of exhaustion.
Sade does have a level of exhaustion currently.
Maybe we should set up camp.
I also wouldn't be surprised if Sade, was occasionally dozing off in the back of the cart.
100%.
I mean, when you're on a cart and it's just, taking you to the sideway, you're just kind of chilling.
It's like go over a rock every once in a while. Oops. Sorry.
So, you're able to kind of slow the horses down and eventually stop them. Who would like to look for a campsite?
Look for something. I need some.
I only have a +1. What are you guys?
I mean, I'll look.
You'll
What
look?
the
Can I
heck?
do this?
I'll look. Yeah. Also, I
I
have.
don't have disadvantage.
You might.
Lorelei, that is perfect. Can you make a survival check for me, please?
I can. Also, I have feet.
You
Can
also
I
have
just-
a feat?
I have a feature. Yeah.
Can I just give her assistance?
Sure.
I have-
Go ahead and tell me what this feat is.
I have Abandoned to the Wilds. The features commune with nature. When in the wilderness, plants and wildlife almost seem to lead you to food and shelter.
Ooh.
Ooh, interesting.
Forest is my favorite terrain. So
Uh,
is that?
I will adjust the DC for that. This is going to be a relatively really low DC for you. Go ahead and give me a survival check with advantage.
Nat 1.
With advantage.
Yes, because Sade is currently helping you out.
Double net.
The duck. Oh.
I've seen it happen.
Woo!
Pretty good. Pretty good.
That's like a 24.
24 is going to beat a DC 8.
Do I pass the DC?
I think you just might have.
Just barely.
Especially considering that you had stopped to kind of pick those berries in the beginning of the journey, so you know at least one thing that is edible in these wilds. So you are able to kind of follow a trail of where these berries seem to be native in these forests. And you find enough of a clearing between the trees to kind of set up a proper camp, maybe a campfire if you'd like. There's a river about 50, 60 feet nearby. The current is pretty strong, because the moon... Here's the thing, while you guys have been in the Nine Hells, for anybody who has paid attention to the sky at night, the moon is always full.
Great.
That's a little
And-
sus.
it's a little sus. And anybody who wants to go ahead and give me a nature check.
Sure.
I will at disadvantage.
Yes.
Yes, very tree. Much nature.
Very
I got an
It is just
18.
Now one.
18 for Sybil.
I got a 13.
Need the
A
disadvantage.
6.
Oh god.
I'm a little too focused on the horses right now.
Yes, you're setting up stuff. You're not looking in the sky. Arlo, what'd you get?
I got a 2.
Get a 2.
Yeah, I got a -3.
Oh, baby.
Sybil.
Very nature. Well, 3.
Sybil, as you've been kind of looking out and just kind of getting your bearings over the last couple of days, and you notice that the sky, the moon is full every night, there's a part of you that wonders what that does to any sort of currents out here. If a moon is always full, that has got to be catastrophic in terms of large bodies of water. Now, of course, this is also the Nine Hells, and you haven't really found lots of large bodies of water. But as you're kind of going by this river, it's something to keep in mind for any part later on in your journey is if you have a way to travel down current, it would be extremely unsafe and extremely quick. So, do with that information what you will.
I mean, we're already dead.
Yeah,
I
but
think that's the wrong attitude to have about it.
Arlo
we can
can tell
definitely
you
die
from Arlo can tell you from experience, you can die again.
Oh, I know.
Easily. So
Um,
easily.
as well, Lorelei,
Hi.
because you're kind of gathering and foraging for berries and whatever kind of thing you can find that you think might be identifiable as material plane adjacent things. There's a heat in your pocket. It's not an uncomfortable heat, but it's enough that pressed against your very cold leg, it just makes a little bit of sense to you. It comes from your pocket where you keep the necklace that you found at the Brimstone Library. The one that has what seems to be a direwolf fang on it.
Oh.
And it seems to
Okay.
get like lukewarm around the nighttime.
Okay. I take it out and I look at it. It's just the necklace. It's not.
It's just a necklace. It's not glowing, it's not reacting or anything like that. It's just seems
So
to
like
be a little
holding
bit warm.
it in a certain place or position isn't making it warmer or colder.
Nope, doesn't seem to be. The more, I guess, direct moonlight just seems to... You can just kind of make out the features a little bit more, as if it kind of comes into clearer focus.
Gonna note that.
And anybody who's
it back in
around
my-
will also note Lorelei walking around the campsite with a thing in her hand, just kind of doing one of these things.
Not the strangest thing I've seen so far, so
Not even in the
Hardly
top
the-
5.
Thing that Laura's even done.
At some point, you bump into me and I'm,
Sorry, go back to sleep.
what the f- are you doing?
Don't worry about it.
Necklace.
It's mine.
What the fuck is it?
Okay, it's
She see? Does she
I'm like
recognize
holding
this
it.
at all?
I'm just holding it out.
Like,
Give me a
Like, does
nature
she know
check. With disadvantage, of
hell am I
course.
Listen,
Oh, yeah.
man. Okay,
just going on the table.
You're
Terrible.
on the table.
Awful. Even worse. Probably like a 6.
It's a tooth. You know,
No, just kidding. 4.
4.
It's not even a
It
tooth.
could be a
It's
tooth.
some sort of
Might be a
bone.
tooth.
I probably don't even at this point. I'm so
You're
confused.
so
Yeah,
dead.
you're just like, the fuck are you doing with that necklace? You're like, if you were to
Yeah.
take like a couple of minutes to look at it, you'd notice that it's like some sort of tooth. You can't really place like what it would be from. But yeah, it just looks like kind of like on like a rope necklace. This thing.
It's kind of blurry. Okay.
Yeah, it's not really blurry so much as your vision is going blurry from exhaustion.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
definitely the
Exactly.
tooth.
Say,
Why
before
is it
you,
making it blurry?
before you go back to sleep, Sade, could you
Huh.
roll the other way because you snore louder than anyone I've ever heard in my life. Like, it was fine on the cart, but yeah.
Yeah, the sound of the cart going, it kind of dulled it out a little bit. But now that that's not the case, you're really loud.
Can't with this one.
And you know, it's not really
There.
for a comfort more than you might attract a wild beast.
Wouldn't it be the other way? Wouldn't things run away because they think she's a wild beast?
You never know.
Four-way roasting of Sade.
He's just
You haven't snored every night. It's just only been after whatever happened the other night. I imagine you're pretty tired.
Sounds about right. This is canon now. Every
It's
time she
canon.
gets exhaustion points, she just snores louder.
Who is going to take first watch?
I will.
Will anyone join
first-
Sybil for this night?
sure. I will.
All right, Sybil and Ellie, you guys will be taking the first watch. Can I get perception checks from the both of you?
Sure.
I hope you suck at perception as bad as I do.
I'm just kind of curled up under a tree.
15.
17.
Not bad. 15 and 17 is not bad. Oh, first off, I should probably set the ambiance music to loop, because that would make sense. Otherwise, it's just going to play for the first time and then stop playing. Yeah, 15 and 17 are not bad at all. You definitely notice, you know, as the moon starts getting higher and higher in the sky, that the current...
Top tier.
Salt and vinegar? Absolutely not. We will discuss this afterwards, but no.
I hate vinegar.
It's really bad. As the moon kind of gets, like, higher and higher, you can't obviously see the river from this far back, but you can hear the current get much, much quicker. And there's just kind of a deep black and red glow to the foresty area. Your watch goes by without any issue.
Actually, about 2 hours into it, I start using my Awakened Mind feature and just whispering in the back of Ellie's head. I'm not saying anything coherent, just more trying to freak her out. And I'm not even looking at her. I'm not even looking. I'm like acting like I don't hear anything. Like nothing's going on.
But what is it saying?
It's
I
just, like,
approve.
whispers. Like you can't quite make out what words it is. It is just like faint whispering going on in the back of your head.
It's giving Andy.
Sybil,
if-
go ahead and give me a deception check, if you wouldn't mind.
You know what I am proficient with? Oh. That's a 26.
Nothing gives away that you are the source of this sound. Like, absolutely nothing. You have a look of deep, like, concentration, as if, like, you are seriously looking around for anything that could be here.
Vigilant.
And Ellie, the back of your mind, it's no sentence, it's no structure, there's just...
I think with that, Ellie would kind of just like somewhat cock her head a little bit like a dog would when they're confused. But I think that she would just assume that it's nothing. She'd assume that it's just a normal day in her own mind.
Can I get a quick sanity saving throw from you?
What was my...
Oh, fuck. I remember when was that?
Oh! God,
I
that's
really
what it
do.
was.
I know mine are the same in like one of my stats.
You said 10?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. There's just, like, there's a little bit of a moment where you try to listen. You're like, makes sense to me. Something needs to make sense. They have to be saying something. And then, after a while, you're just like, it's the forest just fucking with me. Like, we're in the Nine Hells, of course, right? We're in the creepy forest. This is probably fine.
This might as well happen.
This might as well happen. Is there anything else that you two would like to do before your watch comes to an end?
I think that Ellie would just kind of just have those the 2 or 3, however many books she was allowed to take. She would just have them in her lap, just always keeping an eye on them. Not
Yeah.
having them open right now because she's got to be focused on the forest and the creepy voice inside her head. But
Of course.
she's got to make sure that the books are safe.
And who... Just remind me, quickly. Whose 2 books do you have again?
I think I got that weird scientist and Theodora's.
Okay.
And I think she would actually just occasionally be looking at whatever's the last entry to see if anything new was added in each book.
Yeah, the mad scientist seems to kind of trail off as if, like, he was in the midst of doing some of his best work and then lost his assistant, didn't know where they went, never heard from them again, and kind of on his own, he wasn't charismatic enough to try to get a new assistant.
Do any of the books as well, are any of them dated?
Eerily, no.
No?
No. And you guys
Okay.
have seen these books before, and a lot of them are like, you know, specifically, oh my god, what the hell is it? The Hero of Baldur's Gate. When you read the story of the Hero of Baldur's Gate, it specifically puts, like, in this date at this time he did this heroic action. Going through yours, it's weird to find that those stories do not have any dates.
And one other thing with the scientist, the guy, does it show that, like, does his story show that, like, he's still alive? Or does, like, has it come to, like, is he
It
dead?
doesn't say anything about him dying. He could have died of old age, but that wouldn't have been noteworthy to put in a book. Remember that these are more like storybooks and less like biographies. So these are only noteworthy things that happened to these people or are happening to these people.
And his only shows that after his assistant left, that he just...
Yeah, he tried
Wait,
getting a new
no.
assistant, and it just didn't work out for him.
Does it mention anything about that new assistant?
He never got a new assistant.
Oh, sorry. I thought you implied that he found one and then that just didn't work out.
No, getting one didn't work out for him.
Okay.
He wasn't charismatic enough, he didn't have enough gold, he had nothing, essentially, to offer someone for the type of experiments he conducted.
Does it mention if he had ever continued on attempting those experiments, or did it stop when the assistant left?
If they did continue, no breakthroughs were made, so it wasn't noteworthy enough to be in the book.
Okay. And is there anything with Theodora's book? Was there any new updates?
Her group is on the move, but to where it doesn't really say. It's almost as if they don't have a destination in mind.
Okay.
But they are currently on the move, and they're on the move fast.
Good. We fucked over that child.
You fucked over some people for shit, sure.
I had no part in that.
Yeah, you were unconscious.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything. What?
But yes. Just taking a look. Here, hold on. Yeah. No big updates on that. Almost like it's waiting for something interesting to happen. But you know that they're alive because as a famous adventuring party, their deaths would be noteworthy.
I had a question as well.
Sure.
I was reading through my notes, and it had said that their group was formed like 6 months ago.
About that, yeah.
How has Sade been dead for 15 years if they went around helping each other kill us?
Sade's last memory is from 15 years ago. It was never stated that Sade's
Yeah,
been
we don't
dead
know
for
how long
15
they've
years.
been
Correct.
Okay.
I will say that even outside of the game, you have latched on to Sade has been dead for 15 years. Sade's memories go back 15 years. Yeah. Okay. So who is going to take second watch?
Well,
Lorelai.
I got a -3 perception, so I'm gonna sit this one out.
Perfect. Is Sade going to join Lorelai, or is Lorelai going to do this on her own?
I'll do it. Yeah, I'm not waking that up.
Okay.
Ellie will move to a different tree, but Ellie will also do this
No,
watch.
Ellie's going to sleep.
I will just stand guard as more of like just helping watch more so than making my own roll, so I'll give you advantage.
Okay, but you are
stay up?
awake for this.
Sleeping.
Yeah, I'll stay awake for this.
Okay. Ellie, are you staying awake?
I don't sleep.
Oh.
Oh, you have a trance, right?
It's a form of trance, yeah, but I'm still conscious during it.
Okay. So are you in that form of trance?
Yeah,
Okay.
but I'm not telling them. I'm just on my own.
Yep, fair enough. Okay, so Lorelai, go ahead and give me perception with advantage.
Yee. Thank God for advantage.
Yeah, seriously.
That's gonna be another 24. I keep rolling 19s.
It's actually going in jail.
Yeah, they are.
Mine was 14 again.
24. The sound of the kern is oddly soothing. And your watch goes a little bit past when others would, to the point that, like, Arlo has fallen back asleep. Ellie is still conscious during this, not that anyone would know.
Ellie's still Ellieing.
Ellie is still Ellieing. Sade is fucking gone from this world. Exhaustion has taken her completely. Sybil is on whatever opposite end of the campsite Sade is on. in a desperate attempt to get some good bed rest.
Like a cloak over your head.
With a 24, you spot the moonlight kind of crests over at the kind of apex of your watch, and you spot some things in the forest that respond to moonlight differently. Certain flowers, have an interesting color to them, almost as if they change color. And then what looks to be a silvery ball of light kind of rolls across your vision towards the river.
Can I I'm gonna nudge Arlo. Wait.
What's going on?
There-
You see something?
Did you see it? It was an orb, and it went towards the water.
I didn't see shit. I think I dozed off. Do I see
For
this
fuck's
orb?
sake, let me through you.
I'm going to need a specific perception check from you now.
Did I see this with my 14 or no?
Passive perception to
3.
14, no. And your roll
3.
was what?
3.
3. You're dazed. You have no fucking clue what Lorelei is talking about.
What are you on about?
There was a silver orb, and it just went towards. I'm gonna go look.
Well, you're not gonna go by yourself in the woods. Let's take a look together.
That's
Ellie
fucking
follows
crazy.
Are
You're
What'd you
you,
gonna
say?
full.
Ellie? Are you making any attempt to stealth, or
Yeah.
you are going to try and just kind of stealth behind them?
My senses are I'm looking all over the place.
Sure. Go ahead and give me a stealth check, Ellie.
You see me
I
with
see you.
with my 4.
You just fall out of a tree.
I get up from I'm sitting on the ground leaning against a tree, and then I just kind of slip back down and make a lot of noise. I'm just like,
Yeah, you just see like a bunch of leaves fall down. And just this look of someone who is absolutely embarrassed and is just like, well, I might as well just follow you guys now.
Okay, yeah,
I have
I want
much
to
experience in the forest.
Also, we are in Avernus.
Uh-huh.
Correct.
Yes, correct.
Can I make a history check to see if I know any notable lakes of legend from Avernus, specifically one lake in particular?
Please do.
What are you guys? Where are you going?
That is an 18.
An 18.
What the fuck was that?
You didn't do a lot of book reading in your time, but kind of on the wind in social conversations, you've heard of, in fight circles, you've heard a lot of really interesting insults get thrown around. You've heard of people saying, I will create a new lake of blood with my hands. That is not just an insult. That is a reference to a lake of blood that does exist within Avernus.
I'm just going to note that for now. I'm not going to say anything, but the second we get within eye shot, I'm going to see if the water is crimson.
Arlo, where are you? Where are you going?
You see, we're going to investigate an orb of some sort. It's flying through the forest, apparently.
An orb.
Like a sphere orb.
Oh, yeah, I know what a fucking orb is.
I wasn't sure. You sounded confused.
And it's going to the lake.
Supposedly.
Have I read anything about flying orbs in Avernus?
Go ahead and give me a history check.
Would I have been told any stories about glowing orbs as a child relating, not necessarily to glowing orbs in Avernus, just glowing orbs in general?
Can I also make a check like that?
You're
Um,
unconscious.
You're definitely asleep.
Shit, I was about to say I'm glad I'm asleep for this, but never mind.
Um,
I got a 23 history on orb.
on orb, Lorelai, you can go ahead and give me a history check as well.
Nope. I don't remember shit.
No,
river
this is weird for you. Ellie, like you've heard of orbs in Avernus. The colors are weird, like they're usually like gemstone orbs that conduct evil arcane magic, or they're like at the tops of staffs that are held by, you know, devilish wizards and spellcasters. A random ball of silver light just kind of rolling doesn't hit any massive legend of the hells for you.
You know, I've read a lot of books. I have not heard of this. However, I am incredibly intrigued, so I'm gonna go with you guys.
All right, well, let's
I'm
all
already
stay
like,
close
okay
together.
there.
Okay.
I am-
So to
Be kinda
clarify,
stealthy about it.
the three of you are leaving the camp
Oh,
in
Yeah.
pursuit of this orb, leaving two unconscious people alone.
Arlo,
I said that I was gonna go check it out.
let me
Never
know how
I
that
am-
goes. I actually probably shouldn't leave the sleeping people alone. I
Yes.
may not be able to do much, but I can still scream.
Fair enough. Also, a little tidbit of information just popped back in my head. Apparently, Avernus, where we are, is home to a river of blood. Now, whatever that entails, I'm not sure, but we could be being lured to our death, perhaps.
Fun.
It was nice knowing you.
It's been nice knowing you as well.
Don't die though again.
No promises.
All right.
You've come close a lot.
Damn. Okay.
Arlo
Maybe
and
just go ahead and stir the others.
I don't know. Do you think Sade can be awoken?
Just like make her alert enough so if she does need to get up and go, she can.
I'm gonna go up to Sade. I'm gonna get really close into their ear. I'm just gonna be like, "Hey,
What the fuck? She like. Actually, no. She fucking punches you. She decks you in the head.
God,
give me an unarmed attack roll.
I was just getting it.
You're about to
Can I
get
Did you just
Broad
get? Did you just crit?
hit. No. Nearly.
But it's
Oh,
still a 25 to hit.
My
I'd
bad.
like to take the dodge action.
I wish you could.
Yeah,
Because
How much
Sade, I
damage?
believe you're one of the two tavern brawlers, correct?
I am, yeah.
how much damage do I take?
Cool. Go ahead and roll damage.
What's
It's just 1d4, right?
1d4
Plus
plus
your
your
strength.
strength.
Thank God. Okay, it's a 6. Take 6 punching damage.
So this is a punch that would normally knock a lesser person out. You feel your bell rung as you're just like you're thinking, oh, this is gonna be funny, and you just, hey, boom, like full.
However,
I didn't
just
ask
broke
you.
your
You're
nose.
fine.
bloody nose, Ellie's just on the ground, just laughing. She still found it funny.
Yeah. Oh, this is hilarious.
What the fuck?
They're gonna go down.
I like slip behind a tree to hide my laughter.
You guys are far enough out at this point, yeah.
God fucking. What?
Well, hey, they're Arlo and Lorelai. They're gonna go check out this lake of blood. Did you really want me to be in charge of you guys?
Did you wake me
Okay,
up too?
Not
You
yet.
still.
Okay.
I think I feel like me being like, what the. Just what transpired. might
Somebody
have
getting hit in
kind
the
of
face, I
awoken
feel like you probably woke up.
Yeah, you can just hear me laughing.
There's a very loud conversation happening right next to you. I feel like this probably
Yeah.
would have woken
They're
you
not
up.
being quiet.
At hearing Lake of Blood, I cast Mage Armor.
All right, you just kind of cast Mage Armor and roll over.
Yeah, like I'm
Lake of
staying
Blood.
awake, but also if
Lake
nothing happens, I am definitely going back to sleep.
That's fair.
But yeah, they're
Lake of
gonna go
Blood.
down to the Lake of Blood. They saw an orb.
Can I now make a history check to see if I know anything about creepy orbs?
It was this silvery ball of light
Sure.
rolling to the river, apparently. I hadn't heard anything of it, and I've read a lot of books.
I just love how we're all going off the word of Lorelai.
17.
You got a 24
17.
in that perception check.
So here's the thing, Sybil. There's people obviously need to word their questions really well, right? Because I've been asked about creepy orbs in Avernus.
Mhm.
I've been asked about creepy silver orbs. Your question was a lot more vague. And that's actually a very good thing at this point.
I said orbs in general that I had heard about.
You said creepy silver orbs.
No, I said orbs in general from when I was a child.
Yes. When
And then I rolled a nat 1.
And then you... Oh, that's true. That's very true. So that probably would have gotten you information had you not bricked it. But there are magical orbs that do just kind of float in places without people being there. They're almost never good.
Uh-huh.
They could either be something that is being controlled by someone from far away, a silent image, any of the various magical spells. They could be creatures. Very much like, and this is very ironic telling you this, but will-o-wisps. People are not going to understand this one, but trust me when I say me and Caitlin have a history of will-o-wisps.
Fuck the will-o-wisp.
Yep.
See, this is why I'm concerned it's DM revenge. That's why I asked. Like, are these will
But here's the thing, though. You're
Tune into our Icewind Dale campaign.
Ellie, did you mention the orb being silver or just a creepy orb?
To them?
In this conversation.
I then started like getting dramatic and saying, a silvery ball of light.
Doesn't really match a will-o-wisp to you.
Okay.
Those are closer to either a blue or a red.
Right.
Silvery ball of light. Now that could be something ghost-like. And we're going to fade from you guys for a second.
It was nice knowing you guys.
Goodbye.
Fades out me like.
What?
What?
Exactly.
Anyway, Lorelai
I'm
and
talking
Arlo.
salty about this shit.
You go closer to the river, obviously not super close, but just close enough to check in on it. Arlo, you find that under the guise of the moonlight, it has gone a very deep crimson color. Could be a
This
trick of the
river I was
moon,
talking about.
but yeah.
Now, I don't exactly know what this river entails, but it never seemed like a good thing.
You know, in my experience, rivers that look like blood never are.
Do you
I've
see
been
the
wanting
light
to say
anywhere?
this for a while, but it's giving Iron Lung vibes. Anyone who knows that. Thank you. Thank you.
Can you spot your little orb anywhere?
Can I spot my little orb anywhere?
You can see it hanging in a branch, that seems to kind of dangle, almost looking like an arm,
Okay.
over
I'm gonna
top
go,
the
like-
river.
Not leaving any of this to chance. I'm going behind Arlo and putting my hand on his head and like pointing like that. Like right there.
Oh, that is an orb. What the fuck?
From behind the both of you, you can
Oh,
hear.
fuck. Pointing his head toward it.
You can hear from behind both of you. Have any of you seen my ball?
I'm gonna slowly turn and look.
Yeah, you just both of us slowly.
Maybe about a 7 to 8 year old girl. Very much kind of flowy white sundress, basket in her hand. It seems to be of some of those like glowing flowers that you saw earlier. Wide brimmed sun hat, also in like a pure white. She seems very sad, and she seems to be kind of looking around.
What does your bow look like?
Well, me and my sister were playing, and we had this little light ball, and it got out of our hands, and it rolled away.
Is that
you
it?
Oh. Yes! Yes! Thank you! She proceeds to go and attempt to climb the tree.
Be careful.
That seems
Please?
a bit dangerous.
It's not. Yeah. Do you,
Lorelai.
you like? Would you like some help getting it down?
Oh. If you wouldn't mind.
What
Mhm.
time is it?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's a creepy little girl in the woods.
Middle of the
I'm
night.
going to walk over to the tree.
I'm just gonna try to scale it immediately, not even
Okay.
thinking about it.
Okay, go ahead and give me athletics.
You're like try to get Arlo to give me like a little boost up.
Yeah,
Sure. Go
I'll
ahead
boost
and
her
give
up.
me athletics with advantage.
Awful.
Yeah, that is awful. Yeah, no, I don't make it up the tree. I fall.
I
got a 9.
A 9. Yeah, you've got Lorelei boosted, so there's only so far she can fall.
Yeah.
But you realize she's not getting a good like grab or anything on this. And she's just like, you see the little girl. I could go get it if you're not able to.
Oh, don't worry. I can handle it. It's fine. About how far up is this ball?
It is about, I would say, about 8 or 9 feet up in the air, and then about like 10 feet over the river.
10 feet over the river.
Yes, the branch that it's hanging on is over top the river.
Oh.
So I don't feel comfortable with you. I'm looking at the child. Going up there. Do you have a way to get it that isn't going up the tree?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I will rage silently
Okay.
and
Silently.
climb the tree.
Okay. Give me athletics with advantage.
25.
Like an absolute grizzly bear. Where you don't find footsteps and like handholds, you make them in this tree and just
Fuck yeah.
dig your hands in, and there might be a couple scars on your knuckles, but that's for tomorrow's. And you're able to get up there perfectly fine.
What? Moon. Oh, there.
Can I reach out and grab this ball?
Do you have a 15-foot reach?
Can I shimmy out to the edge of the branch and grab this ball?
You absolutely can try, yes.
I also... Do we have adventurer's packs? No, we do not.
No.
You don't have
We've got
We
no
have nothing.
carrying equipment.
I have no rope. All right.
And
cool.
anything that would be with you guys would be back in the cart.
I'm just gonna shimmy.
Okay.
Give me shit.
Go ahead
looking
and
at
give me an acrobatics check.
I have a
Ooh,
question.
acrobatics.
Yes, Laura.
The houndstooth necklace that I have,
Yes.
is that any warmer near this little girl?
Not any warmer than it was before.
Okay, I have a thing too that I'm gonna send you.
Okay.
I don't think that's gonna matter, but it might.
18.
18. Yeah, you are able to shimmy across this thing perfectly fine, kind of keeping your balance as you go. And you're kind of reaching over to grab this thing. It doesn't seem to be very, like, corporeal. As if, like, the ball is itself made of moonlight.
Okay.
Lorelai, is there something that you wanted to do at this point?
Nope, wrong character. Wrong fucking character. I'm gonna kind of crouch down next to the little girl.
You
Be like,
crouch down. She kind of puts a hand on your shoulder as she's watching Arlo go across. And she's like, Mommy said don't follow the light. Mommy said don't follow the light. No one can put their hands on the light.
Oh.
Arlo, don't touch it!
Arlo, I'm gonna need a wisdom saving throw from you, please.
Whoops.
5.
Fuck!
So this is an offshoot of petrification. Your entire body, muscles and all, lock into place as you lean forward and continue to go forward. And Lorelai, you see this.
I'm immediately going for him. I don't care how. Is he gonna fall into the water?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no fucks given. I'm wading out into the water.
I have
Try
a
once.
DM question at this point.
Go for it.
So a few minutes, I imagine, have passed, and they have not come back. But we also haven't heard anything at the camp. So a few sessions ago, I gave Lorelai a tooth of mine. I have not used said tooth, meaning that she would still have it on her person.
Correct.
Right? So can I use my Hexblood ability that lets me look through her eyes for just like a minute only to see what's going on? It is within 10 miles.
You absolutely can.
Nice.
This might have clutched you fucking
Yay.
both.
Wading through the water to try to get to him.
You're kind of getting nervous. Sade and Ellie are bitching about whatever they're bitching about, and you
After
just
like a minute, Ellie stopped.
yeah.
Yeah.
I will
That's
do
why
it
I
honestly
thought
just to
they
tune
could
the
hold a
two of them out.
conversation.
You notice Arlo's muscles lock up, and you can see Lorelai going for the water.
I break the connection and just go, shit. I cast Expeditious Retreat on myself.
Yep.
There, it's not going good. Come on, and take off.
I bolt.
Okay.
Dash.
Sure. So, the initial thing that's going to happen, there's going to be an initial thing that happens to Lorelai and Arlo that you guys will not be there for. And then you will get a chance to react.
Yeah.
So,
sounds good.
Lorelai, I'm going to need a series of checks from you. Because first off,
I got this.
Because
It's
first
fine.
off,
Hold
I
on, let me
assume that you
it up.
don't have a swim speed.
Sorry?
I assume that you don't have a swim speed.
No, why would I have that?
I don't know. Could be a Triton. But he is only 15 feet out, so this would be half your movement, which is still enough to get you there.
Yeah.
I am going to need I'm going to need an athletics check from you
Okay.
to be able to kind of catch him in this moment.
Okay.
And
need
then
that
I'm going
now?
to need an athletics... Yes. And then I'm going to need an athletics check for you to swim against the current, essentially.
Okay.
Okay, that's a 19.
19 is enough. You are able to kind of... Because remember,
I got
he has his hand...
I got a 17 and then a 19.
You got a
A
17...
17 to grab and 19 to swim back.
Okay. So, 17 is going to be enough to grab him, because if you remember, he reached his arm out to grab this light. So you have, like, a hook here that you can put around your shoulders. With easily the... I don't know how to say this, that won't incite giggles, but the thickest of the party members around you, as well as one of the strongest currents you've ever felt in your life. 19 is not enough to fight the current. You are able to pick your direction, so you are still going closer to the shoreline, but you are currently being swept by the current.
So we're not currently drowning.
Currently.
But it's not going too well.
It's not going great.
But it's going worse.
This is the initial, right? So you're able to kind of keep your head above water. Anything kind of much worse than that, and you are probably going to be sucked under.
Sexy.
By
Get here
the
fast,
end-
please.
By the end of Arlo's turn, if we're going turns, I will have you make another wisdom saving throw, please.
-3. Here we go. 3.
Sir!
You are not you're not doing good, man. You're absolutely
You want me
seized
to
up.
roll for you?
It's fine. It's fine.
I don't think it is.
They are just cresting your vision, Ellie, Sade, and Sybil, as this round essentially ends.
Mm-hmm.
So, Sybil, you are able to get there first. Ellie and Sade, I assume you guys both have a 30-foot movement speed?
Yeah,
Yeah, probably.
I do at least.
Okay. River's about 50 feet away, so you guys are still able to get there with, like, round 1 dash action and everything. What do you do?
So the foliage on the way, were there like vines or was it just like dry trees?
Give me a perception check.
14.
You're able to find some vines. They're very, like, massive thorns that kind of come out of them.
Okay.
But they're still vines and they look pretty sturdy.
Well, you know what? Pain is worth it. I will, like, as I'm just running past, try to rip it off the tree, and I'll try to get, like, enough of them to be able to throw out to them in the water to help pull them back. So if however many it takes for me to be able to, like, yank off.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get a flat dexterity check from you. Because Lorelei was able to pick her direction, I'm gonna say it's DC 14 dexterity check.
It was 15.
Nice.
You're able to get that out there, and now I need a dex saving throw from Lorelei to be able to grab on with the one working hand she's got.
Roll good.
Can't tell.
Dirty 20.
Perfect. You take 4 points of piercing damage as you latch onto this incredibly thorny vine, but you kind of grit through the pain, and now
I've had worse.
Sybil, I'm going to need an athletics check from you, holding on to two people being swept away by a large current.
Thank God I'm able to kick, or this would be at disadvantage.
I'm pretty sure I know what that is. Hang on. Oh, 10.
10.
I thought I had a -1. I had a +1.
Okay. That puts you in the double digits. You've got a hold of this, and at this point, your feet are dragging through dirt as you are being pulled along.
I imagine that it is like ripping open my skin also, so I will just turn around like over my shoulder and be like, Sade, please hurry up.
I'm coming.
Yeah, you take 2 points of piercing damage as it starts to kind of like shred your skin. Sade, you gonna add to this?
Well, first of all, is there a little girl just somewhere?
Yeah.
Nope.
Cool. Awesome. Okay.
Can we get there now?
Yes,
I'm
so
going
all
over
three of
to-
you would have gotten there around the same time. Sybil was first and able to act first. Technically, Sade and Ellie, you guys can act at the same time.
Okay. I'm gonna grab onto Sybil and try to pull.
Ellie, anything from you?
I'm gonna
Like,
see how
tug
this
of-
goes before I do something.
You're gonna see how this goes. Okay. So Sybil, I will allow you to re-roll that athletics check with advantage.
Is it a
I'm
no?
taking with you. I swear to fuck.
10 is the best roll.
Oh,
That was
God.
7.
That was a
Alright.
7.
So I'll act now. How far out are they?
They are about, say, like about 12 feet out.
Theoretically, could a whip get them?
Whip has a 10-foot reach, so not at the moment, but you could try to run down and hope for Lorelai's good swimming.
I'm gonna, run down. I'll does it seem that if I got just like 2 feet in the water that it would pick me off?
You could certainly try.
A strong fucking current, my guy.
I will say that you know that if your goal is to get them attached to something,
Oh.
they are currently
Oh.
attached to something.
Just something else.
This thorn thing is... Oh, so your goal is to get them attached to both things and kind of swing them in.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you'd have to wait for them to go down the river a little bit. Assuming Lorelai does not get sucked under, like into the undertow of this river with Arlo, then there's a very good chance, yes, that you could latch onto them with the whip.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand at the edge of just the edge, not going into it though.
Okay.
And just from my prosthetic, just like a glowing whip appears.
Okay.
As I'm gonna... Yeah.
Going to the top of the round, Lorelai, I'm going to need an athletics check from you, please.
I really...
Can we also say that I'm raging too?
Yeah, 100%.
Cool. Sweet.
And you are going to be able to maintain your rage as well, because you will also be taking 4 points of piercing damage from this thorn.
It's wrapped around me like tug of war style.
100%.
21.
21 is very good. Especially because... And here's the thing, I don't know if it can get higher than 21, but I'm going to give you advantage because you do have this thorn attached to you, so you're swimming and kind of pulling at the same time.
Nice. Right off the table. It's in the...
That's going to be a no, I can't get higher than that.
Okay, so 21 is still good. You do notice that you are pulling Sybil and Sade towards you, and you don't really know which one's going to happen first, but you get a really nice distance. You're about 8 feet away from the shoreline. Ellie, with basically a held action, I would like you to make a whip attack.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go sunset and go...
21.
I'm going to assume that beats Lorelai's AC.
Fucking hits.
So I'm going to ask you to roll for damage, but you do also latch on.
What's 1d4?
Oh, thank God.
4!
Is squishy!
You take 4 points.
And then I kind of just holding on to the whip, I just like fall backwards and just try and like push my feet as I butt scoot essentially to pull them in.
Let's get an athletics check from you then, please, Ellie.
Get scooting athletics.
Athletics, you say?
Yes.
Athletics.
And I'm
That's
gonna
scooting.
get one more from Sybil at advantage.
Could I give the advantage to Sade?
Yeah,
just
you
me?
can go like full dead weight back, and Sade can pull you.
Yeah, you have a much higher strength than I do, so I'll give you the advantage on it.
Athletics.
Yes.
Yes.
I got an 11.
Okay.
Oh, cool. Awesome.
Wait, have I within 4 hours gotten a long rest?
Math.
Has it been 4 hours?
Oh, that's
it
right.
would have
It
been
would
4
just
hours. Yes.
But I probably haven't
That
gotten a
is
full rest.
And a 17.
I only have.
Instead of an 11.
Sade, you have not gotten a full rest, so this would be a
Okay.
flat roll for you.
So I got a
Okay, cool.
17.
Okay.
Do I take it with
I
advantage then?
No, she's fine.
23?
She's fine.
No, 20,
Okay,
23.
23. I can't math.
23. With that, with Ellie just going full fucking dead weight, and Sybil going, oh wait, this is actually a lot better if you pull. And Sybil going dead weight, you are able to just kind of guide Lorelai and Arlo to the shore. Arlo, can I get a wisdom saving throw from you, please?
Yeah, you can.
I would love
Hit
one.
As soon as my feet hit solid ground, I'm just bodying him up.
That's an 8?
Yeah, 8.
Yeah,
Fucker!
Lorelai, you are dragging an absolute statue of a man.
Oh my god.
But you are able to get out of the water and get to shore.
I just flop.
I attempt to, with my little strength, just pull them away from the water.
Those of you still hanging on to the vine, by the way, take another point of piercing damage. So everybody but Ellie.
What happened?
Why are you guys in the fucking water?
Because there was an orb.
Why
little
is
girl
he
in her bowl died,
petrified?
and he decided to be the fucking hero and climb the goddamn tree.
I have a more pressing question than why you were in the water. Why were you in the blood?
Better question. Why were we chasing light balls?
I just wanted to go see what was
Why
going
is
on with.
he petrified?
Fuck up for 2 goddamn seconds. We nearly drowned.
Yeah, we saw.
We were there.
We helped you.
Moment to catch my breath.
I'm gonna start looking around. Do I see an orb?
Questions
where's
for
the orb?
reading later.
No orb, no girl,
No, nothing.
no
Just
remnants.
two bloody friends.
Just 2 very bloody friends.
That's right. You guys are just covered in blood again.
And
Yay!
a distant voice that accompanies you, that gets closer to you as it speaks, going,
Can't plan.
why can Etoch not get sleep?
Thank you.
What is wrong? Why is yous covers in the blood?
I murdered someone.
Oh,
First night.
yous is good bodyguard.
What?
Etoch,
Huh.
have you heard of a silvery ball of light going towards... have you heard of a silvery ball of light by chance?
Like moonses?
No, not the Moonses.
Oh.
Can I, 2 minutes to fully explain what was going on before the rest of you jump
You were
in?
just
with-
catching your breath. We were giving you a fucking minute, Lorelai.
Yeah, well now I've had a fucking minute, so shut up and let me
Well,
say what
why
was
are
going
you
on.
being pissy at? We were giving you the minute you
Wait.
fucking asked for.
But
Because you all immediately pelted me with questions the second I get out of the water with Statue Man over here.
okay, but the first thing we gotta address is that we broke Etog's first rule, which was don't go off the path, and then immediately his second rule, which was don't go off the path alone. Don't
Mhm.
break from the party.
It's true what she says.
There was a ball of light, and it went toward the water, and I wanted to see, is it a threat or not? Caitlin, shut up.
So Ball of Light goes a ways from you.
Yeah.
You want to see if threat.
Mhm.
A ways from you.
Why not leave it alone if it's going away from us?
It was a ball of light. I was curious. Do me.
After
Anyway,
he already said, don't go
I
away.
know.
If you
We've
need
all
to
established-
sue someone, most lawyers do end up in the Nine Houses.
Yes, we know. Thank you. Anyway, turns out it was this little ghost girl's ball, and she wanted it back. And, Hero Man over here decided, oh, I'm just gonna climb the fucking tree and touch it.
And that's why he's petrified.
Yeah, he touched it, he froze, and he fell into the water.
Ah, yes, my favorite game, Petrify Ball.
Is that a game you actually played?
No.
Arlo, can I get a wisdom save from you, please?
Yeah. I hope I don't.
Damn it.
11.
Fuck.
It's absolutely so close, but it's not. it's so close.
Damn.
That
I don't
might
have
actually be hitting different.
It.
And so there was a ghost, but now it's gone.
Hmm.
Yeah?
I don't know what ghost you were talking about.
Well, obviously because it's gone.
Can we go by the campsite and not leave theirs again, please?
Yes. Let's start. I would just start walking back.
Say, can you please
I'm
help with Arlo?
Dragging him from I've already started
But yeah,
dragging him.
Okay, and I take him from you and I throw him over. Fireman carrier and let's go.
You guys make it back to your campsite.
I'm just dripping blood all over the place.
You are absolutely covered
Leave
in
me
blood.
at ease with it. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, is there anything that you guys wanted to do before bedding down for the rest of the night?
I'm assuming we have some sort of rag or towel or something in the back of the...
Yeah, you have, like, essentially, like, a tarp.
I'll use that to get, like, the worst of it off of me. And then also... Arlo.
I can't even wipe my own face right now.
You're, like, just
I'm not
getting
gentle about
clearer
it, is it?
vision.
Like, scrub. Sucks to be the one who decided to touch the glowing orb.
I never planned
I
to be a smart
followed it,
man.
but he touched it first.
Anything else? Or are you guys just, like, done with everything and just want to go to bed?
My tooth was destroyed when I entered my trance, so I will once again. Actually, this time I'll just reach to the back of my head and like yank out a clump of hair and just hand it towards Lorelei.
Thank you. And I have like many
I'm just gonna look
things.
at this exchange and just
Just braid it into a little bracelet and put it on.
fuck.
It'll grow
Okay.
back.
It'll be fine.
I'm not worried about your hair growing back.
Then what
Well,
are you worried about?
Yeah.
Who the fuck can someone hair?
Well, it was a tooth last time. It just saved their lives.
Are you do you want?
You good? Just gonna hang it over.
The rest of your night goes by without issue. Arlo, the muscles in your body start to relax over the course of a long rest.
Thank God.
Probably feels really great, honestly.
Right?
It's probably like so relaxing.
like it.
And
Best long ever.
and you settle in for your various long rests. And Arlo, I come back to you.
Oh shit.
Wah, wah.
Correct.
As
Your turn for
dreams
dead.
as dreams take you once again, you find yourself in a cell. Daylight pouring through the small window behind you. You find yourself impatient. Your manager standing on the other side of the bars, going, well, I'll be honest, this isn't the first time someone's gotten killed down in the pits, but it's gonna be rough getting you out of this one, bud.
Starting to think I belong here.
Oh, come on, man, I can't have you talking like that. No, my meal ticket.
Everyone's meal ticket these days, aren't they?
Look,
For
you
the good
wanted
of the
to-
group, right?
You wanted to be somebody, you wouldn't be fighting motherfuckers down in the pits, okay?
You have a point.
I got a guy. Owes me a favor. He's on his way. He says he thinks he's got an idea. As he says that, a kind of buff tiefling man walks into the room, flanked on either side by two half-orc guards that you recognize but have never been on the wrong side of before. He stops at your cell. You see he's got a completely shaven head. He's like wider than he is long, wearing a suit that looks uncomfortable for him. He just kind of puts a hand up. The guards turn around and they leave, but they're still able to look in through you through like glass panes.
Okay.
So, what flavor of bastard do we have here?
Every flavor you can think of, I'm sure. Done a bit of it all.
Have you?
Yeah.
Not bad. What's his skills like? He seems to not be really looking towards you. Even when he talked to you, he never really looked towards you.
I'm accustomed to this.
And your manager just kind of goes, well, you know, he's quick, he's strong, and not too much in the old noggin, but, you know, follows an order really well. What about morals? What are your morals like, kid?
Depends on what you need done.
That's a good answer.
I can be whoever I need to be at the time.
Ever wanted to be something more?
Suppose it depends on the day. Standing here behind these bars? Yes.
Let's make you into something more then. Here's my proposition for you. I got a couple people I need found. You can wrangle them up. Don't ask questions. Don't ask names. Don't ask why. I can get you out of here.
You just need a few people found and brought back to you, that's all.
That's all.
In return, I get my freedom.
Basically, you're coming out of here as my slave. But treated better. If
I see.
you're who you say.
Oh, I am.
And he kind of reaches his hand through the bars, and you can see that he's trying to make it look like the hand is reaching through the bars, but something's not fully corporeal there. We have a deal.
Without even thinking, I'll grab his hand.
He will, like, lock into, like, that other form of a handshake, pull you through the metal bars to the outside, and goes, let's get started. And you wake from your dream. Second day goes relatively unscathed, as Etok reminds you all multiple times, don't stray from the paths, but if you do, strays us together.
I swear to God, if any of you go off on your own, you're
The
gonna get a
first
black
thing I
eye.
do,
This one over here, and I point that.
go off on my own. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah, by the
Yeah,
way, now that
we
like
jump over.
now that the daylight is here, you can see a nice little fucking shiner on the side of Ellie's face.
Did
Who the
I get to
fuck
long
did you-
rest after that?
Yeah. did I
Yes,
long rest?
everyone has received their long rest.
This night's
You're-
actually having a night. I slept. Pretty
Yes.
good. Got it. Exhaustion. Bye-bye, exhaustion.
Is there anything that you would like to do with a second day's worth of travel? Or do you want to skip past that?
I want to be as obnoxious as possible.
For
As if
sure,
I
it
wasn't
is
alright.
it is a battle between you and Etok to see who can be the most snarky. Until Etok realizes that it's a lot better if you two just kind of tag team against the rest of them.
Yes.
Sybil is at this point curled into the back corner of the carriage with her ears plugged, just trying to tune the two of you out.
Cast silence.
I'm like
I
asking
have
every.
the spell.
Oh, what's that? Ooh, what does that do? So if I were to like, make the horses kick somebody, would it deal fire damage?
Ooh.
It's just
If the horse is no likey, yes.
That's very good to know. Thank you.
You never ride nightmares before.
No, never.
Oh,
This is my first time seeing them. They're wonderful.
Name. Did we learn that earlier?
you did
I
not.
did.
This is the first time that you have been told that these are nightmare horses.
I literally
Okay.
messaged Josh the second that you described the horses, and I was like, yo, did we just get nightmares?
Yeah, 100%.
Haven't confirmed.
Love it.
He's like, whoa, high-level devils? Oh, that rhymed. Sorry, high-level devils. Oh, that rhymed. They has nightmares, but bigger, and flames is different colors, and, ooh. Don't get on Bad's side, no.
I want one. Or 5.
Well, you have 2.
Well, yes, but I want more, and I want the bigger ones, too.
Well, usually gets more powerful and not swept in by the seas.
You hear a chuckle.
I think once everybody gets a second, you should look in your books, see if there's anything new about that group.
I'm
Who has
already. I'm in
my
the middle of reading it. I just look up from my book. Like I have
think
book.
Ellie-
Hold on. Wait. Okay.
Ellie,
So
I thought
I'm-
you picked up the book on Wolfsbane.
I very well could. I know we have all of them.
I think
Yeah,
you do have
I
Wolfsbane's
believe you do
book.
have Wolfsbane's book.
I
yes.
will then. Right now, I'll be reading Wolfsbane's.
I'm gonna like
I have
sit
mine.
beside you and try to read, but I cannot read, sadly.
I will just genuinely. I'll read it to you. There's no. She ain't being a bitch. She's actually like she'll read it to you.
Am I able to have my book kind of beside me on there to like glance at every once in a while? I'm distracted driving.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
Okay.
The horses also seem, as long as you stick to the path, it's really not, there's not a lot of turns.
In.
Hey, look, I'm not saying I'm not going to tempt you off the path.
There was a glowing orb. What was I supposed to do? It's Lorelei and something shiny. What did you expect?
Oh, I expected exactly this. That's why I did it.
Yes, hence the encounter.
Yeah.
Is there any update in the book?
There's not a
I'll
lot of
note real
significant updates.
Sade isn't reading Kara's right now. She's reading that one random person's that just
Nobody
exists.
claimed.
Yeah. No. Just some random person.
Just some,
Some
yeah,
random-
because Sade also said she just took a random person's book.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's,
Yes.
it's your typical story of, like, knight saves princess from tower, and you're like, this is so
Fucking
boring.
medieval Hallmark rom-com.
It's so boring that it's almost comforting.
Ugh.
Ellie,
But yeah.
yeah, Wolfsbane's book doesn't say much that Theodora's didn't. It is interesting reading from Wolfsbane's book, though, because it is more of, like, a POV story, like a first-person narrative. And he's just, like, fucking done with everything. He's like,
Rude, my guy.
yeah, like, there's a lot of inflections and a lot more, like, slang words thrown in there, but most of it he's just like, she talked to the dead. I mean, like, I shouldn't be I shouldn't be that surprised, but sure, this might as well happen. And
I
then,
love this guy.
yeah, he's very, like, angry. He's always, like, pissed off at something.
Love it.
Totally
seriously-
the kind of guy who would be down in a fight pit just punching people for coin.
I need us all to play in this campaign at some point.
You need a what?
So
I need us to play in this campaign.
He wants us to
as-
play our murderers.
Yes!
Oh,
It would be so fun!
that would be kind of fun.
So, okay, for you, Kira, Sybil has not allowed herself to look this far back into Jade's book yet, but while we have the time traveling today, I want to know exactly why, or like the last mentionings of Kiernan.
Kieran,
I won't write this
That's
in my notes.
because I do have a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, no.
Good night.
So,
Yeah.
yes. So the last really notes on Kiernan was after he had murdered one of the former party members in his older adventuring group. He had blamed it on someone else in an attempt to kind of take the name off of his. And it was someone very close to Jade. I will say the names are on the book. You know what they are.
Mhm.
And that Jade didn't have a lot of contact with that group after having
Okay.
fled.
Okay.
Kiernan, as far as you know, is still at large.
All right.
We could have grabbed his book.
I honestly should have. If we go back,
I grabbed some random scientist's book. We could have grabbed this motherfucker you've been looking for.
Sybil, you would know this. You'd be the only person who would know this. You're in the wrong section for Kiernan's book.
Hmm.
You were in a section for heroes.
Mhm. I would need. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, so no further run-ins with him as far as she knows.
Okay.
So, second day goes by, absolutely no problem. Your watches go by with, I assume,
I didn't
like...
Book.
Sorry, go ahead.
I wanted to know if anything was in Thomas's book.
There's itinerary checklists of things to pack up before the shifts, like before the journey started. And now they're heading out. He's not a very big fan of them heading out so quickly, because it doesn't give him enough time to compartmentalize the situation and all of the stuff that they're bringing with him. Which is kind of the first time you get the mention of this beacon that they have with them, that they need to keep centered on their caravan or whatever they're traveling with. And it's really hard to organize that into the center when they're moving so fast. He has, however, managed to do it.
This man is a little obsessed with the keeping things orderly.
This man is a little OCD.
Just a smidge.
I assume that the watches that go on at the end of the second night are very much deliberate, in that certain people can keep an eye on certain other people. Especially now with
Don't
Sade.
watch together anymore.
Nope. Not that good.
Especially now that Sade has had a night's rest, she's a lot more alert.
Mm-hmm.
And Ellie is just kind of always aware.
Ellie is
Ooh.
always conscious.
Yes. It's the third day where you're deeper into the forest. And Etok kind of speaks up and is like, darkest parts of the forest is in here, but sticks to the path we will. And just past here a little bit, Streitgeist City we finds.
Okay.
You're going in, and it's very difficult for you to ascertain when day becomes night. The trees seem to overhang on top of one another and form almost an archway that blocks out all natural light. Do any of you have light sources?
I don't think so.
Does anybody
think
have a
we
light
should.
source? I can't read.
Don't we have...
I've got two dark.
Can we grab a lantern?
Can you grab a
not a-
lantern from what?
In, like, the library?
The
I
library?
guess.
I'll be nice and say yes. One of you decided to bring a lantern with you. Etok mentions it
not-
gets dark around the ending of the trip.
Bring it out. Light it up. I'm assuming there's like a hook or something to hang on the wagon.
Yeah,
Most
you can
wagons
like
have.
there's like a little thing behind you for when the tarp is up, and so you can just kind of hang that there.
Hang it there. Yes, we have some crows that have come to say hello.
Oh, nice.
Many things.
They always come around when there's death.
Yeah.
They used to bring me trinkets.
You really are Fae. Holy shit.
If you're not herbs, they bring you shit.
And
Someone who hates
as you enter a little bit of a clearing and kind of get ready for a bit of a, stretch of the old legs, the perception checks were already made by Lorelei. And you can hear soft on either side of you. And a voice from a tree above you Say,
Shit.
y'all are looking mighty lost.
Hmm?
Oh no, we know exactly where we're going. Thank you.
Do you?
No need for direct. Yeah.
Well, perfect. I think y'all could definitely make it on foot then.
No, we need the wagon because we can't carry all this stuff. You imagine how heavy it'd be.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
we're
do.
okay.
Well, that's okay. I say y'all
No,
leave.
it's really not.
I say y'all leave behind your wagon. Get on here on foot. See what happens in the forest.
The wagon. Yeah.
The wagon, the horses.
No, you said the wagon.
Yeah, I did.
You didn't specify the horses. We can take the horses. You can have the wagon, and then we keep the stuff in it. Yeah, I see. No, it's a duck.
No.
You
Can we
see,
hear where it's coming from?
yeah, there's a very large kind of tree in front of you, and perched on top of it, kind of almost sitting on one of the peak branches, is a red, like a blood red skinned devil. Horns that kind of curl back from like the forehead back down to like the chin area. Large spines on his back and arms, and currently curled in wings. So you can't really kind of gauge the wingspan too much.
You look like my uncle.
You mean to tell me we're in the literal nine hells and still having to deal with bandits? I thought they couldn't get any lower than the farmers we just left.
I'd watch your tongue if I were you, little lady.
I can't see it.
Which
It's in my
one?
mouth.
That one, she's small. Yeah.
How far away is the devil?
From your from where the horses have stopped at this point, about, I would say, 60 feet to the tree itself, and about 25 feet high.
As I'm just kind of chatting at this guy, I'm very slowly, very subtly trying to take my axe from its holster, just in case.
Can I just, like, kind of stand up in the cart and just kind of wave at it? But at the same time, when I'm waving at it, I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire on it.
Okay. That is an offensive spell. So I'm going to
I
have
see
you all.
Lorelai going to take out their axe.
I'm going to have you all roll initiative,
Fuck.
Yeah.
but I will have that fairy fire go off first.
How is that the best roll you've done all night?
I don't know.
Oh shit.
Initiative.
Uh,
Not
okay.
great, but I'll take it.
We
It's initiative. I don't
I am gonna type this
roll
one.
the same. Yeah, I rolled an 11. Sweet. I rolled
And I need to.
What did everybody get?
Sybil got a 15.
I got a 16.
I got 12.
Hold
Nice.
on, everybody. Shut the fuck up.
Sybil.
15. We got
15.
Lorelai with a
Lorelai
16.
with 16. 14.
Sade,
16.
Sade with a what?
Chat, Daniel, chat.
Hey, if it goes in this chat.
Look,
first.
Sage.
somebody's gonna get.
Oh.
Sade, what'd you get?
I got 12.
You got a 12. Arlo
Arlo.
got a what?
19.
Ellie got a what?
21.
Okay.
It's not. It covers people's faces.
Eh.
Eh.
And so now I will roll for them. Arlo, what is your dex?
+1.
Cool.
19 when the devil's also rolled it.
Leave it to us.
Hold on.
Stats.
Sade, what is your dex?
Awful.
Oh
Just
no,
kidding.
why are you asking?
Let me find out. Please hold. What? Wait, that's so weird. A 12.
I think there's more than one, guys.
Yeah. Well, we heard it on either side and then a voice above us. So there's at least 3. Possibly more.
At least 3, possibly more. Would you guys like a better visual look at this, actually?
Yes.
Yes.
Then head to that, please.
Yeah, roll 20.
Roll 20. Why, Kira?
Oh, just a link.
Because it's the
Wow.
fucking best thing that I have.
What the fuck up?
Page not found.
Yeah, that's not. I don't think that link is gonna work, my
That
dear.
link did not work.
Does
It
anyone
didn't
have
work?
a Twitch tab?
No.
Or is any talking in it?
Page not found.
Is there a missing? Wait. It had a capital H.
You
Am I
have
crazy?
a capital H.
I've tried just copy and pasting it, and it takes me to a page not found.
Capital H. but
Yeah,
that's
that
what's
doesn't
missing.
really matter.
Okay, this is gonna look weird in the stream for a second, y'all, and I'm sorry.
Yeah, told you.
It was worth a shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
It wasn't even pulling as a link, too.
Yeah, which is a little strange.
It's a sus. It's a big sus.
Big sauce.
It's got to do observe.
Look
right?
in.
I don't remember what my fucking roll 20 was.
Right, it's been
We
forever.
haven't been in here.
Was that?
We ever been in here?
Oh shit, it was!
I
Once.
Amazing!
Cough.
I don't
Oh,
know.
we've got one.
Hello.
I'm doing my best. Oop. Oop.
It's a forest.
Oop. Fuck it.
I always have such a hard time with the track map.
Who do I not?
Wow.
It.
Oh shit.
That's who I don't
Right,
have.
okay. You hold these?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. It has the moose.
A
Now,
moose?
especially, I can go to
It needs antlers.
edit.
Ah! Oops. Always
So would I
forget.
have gotten 2 of them in my fairy fire?
You would have gotten 2 of them in your fairy fire, yes.
Amazing.
There's 4 of them.
There are
Right?
3
One, two,
currently.
3.
Currently,
Yes.
There's
Yes.
3 wolf thingies and a devil. Demon. Whatever the fuck it is.
Devil.
This is gonna be fun.
I don't know. I don't know my words.
Out of character, not a bad thing. In character, don't fuck that up.
Listen!
I'm just
I just said he looks
letting you know.
I said he looks like my uncle.
That's true.
Oh, I should also give hold on, I'm gonna give Sade to Lizzie as well. Because you guys are using the same thing.
Yerp.
And
What?
I'm gonna give
You can access. I can access. I can move my character.
Arlo to Caitlin. Save.
Can I have you talk?
And so now, all of you should be able to move your characters.
Ooh, my guy. Let me tell you how that's gonna be fun to figure out.
If, as well, you want me to move your characters, please just tell me and I can do that.
Okay, yes, I can do that. I'm
Where
sitting
is-
on his ass.
Where's E-Talk?
Etalk is hiding.
He noped the fuck away immediately, which I don't blame him. I wish I could do the same.
But yes,
Same.
so the You got one of the death dogs in there and the spined devil.
Ooh. Oh,
So that is a dexterity saving throw. What is the save?
Just 14.
Okay. So I'm just gonna yeah, okay. Spine Devil has advantage on that, but rolled a 14 on the die on the first try. The Death Dog rolled a 16.
It was worth a shot.
It was worth a shot. Also, nothing in that area can become invisible. So that area is still sparkling, and you are still concentrating on it for whatever that's worth.
For the duration, objects and affected creatures shed dim light.
Yes.
which worked very well.
Be sparkles.
Me sparkling.
So, at the top of the round, Ellie, what would you like to do?
Close it. I'm gonna close it.
Since talking is a free action, I'm just gonna kind of lean up in the cart to Lorelei. Are we just trying to, like, kill them? Or just scare them off? Like, what are we doing?
I was just trying to get through.
I'm gonna just take the car.
To the dog that's let me get back in here. To the dog that's up by the devil. I'm gonna just firebolt it.
Okay.
Tell me it's not.
Just as I'm like, just let us through.
Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Kira, you made a map that's like exactly where we're sitting right now. We're just
24 to
realizing.
hit.
Tree. Yeah, Sade is hot. Mm-hmm.
Sorry, did you say 24 to hit?
I did.
24 will hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
10 damage. 10 fire damage.
God damn it.
As I just Tony Stark it.
I really do wish that Discord would just stay up and not get rid of everything. 10 fire damage.
Yeah.
It does not look like it liked that very much.
Ouchie.
I'm just gonna say again. Let us through, please.
Is that it for your turn?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
The spined devil looks down. Oh, well, boys, since they asked so nicely, let's show them our hospitality.
Could it be Southern hospitality since it's hell?
It's the most Southern.
As Southern as you can get.
As Southern as you can get.
You're lucky, but also I know where you sleep.
Let me look at what the range is for this. Yes. So the spined devil is going to fly down here. And let me just... Okay. Perfect. Is going to lash out with two of its tail spines against Lorelei up front.
What if you didn't do that?
What if
And the big
you
squid.
didn't do that?
Yeah, what if he didn't?
First one's 100% not going to hit you.
Awesome. Sweet. What if the next one also missed?
That one's definitely not going to miss. That's going to be a 22 to hit. Which I'm going to assume hits.
Yeah, unfortunately that does hit squishy little me.
You're going... Oh, okay. You're going to take 6 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And 1 point of fire damage.
Okay.
One of the death dogs, the death dog actually that you attacked there, Ellie, is where is Ellie? You're here, right?
I'm here.
So it is going to get this far. It's going to leap on top of the cart. And it is going to make a... So you can see this thing very clearly now. This is a 6-clawed, like, as in each of its paws have like 6 fingers on it. It has 2 heads, and it is going to go ahead and make a 2 bite attacks down onto Sybil.
That's rather rude.
That first one is
Wait,
not
really
going to
fucking
hit for
rude.
sure.
Quite rude if you ask me.
Second one is a 15 to hit.
So this is gonna be up to you.
Sure.
I technically did not clarify that I cast Mage Armor at the beginning of the day, but I would have, but like that's up to you if
I would say that you probably would have had to clarify that
okay.
as like
So then yeah.
as like a thing that you did as a prep for the day. So yeah, I do apologize, but keeping you on your toes. So does a 15? I'm guessing a 15
Yeah.
does hit. Okay. So, is going to do. Where is the 6? Oh well, it's gonna do 3 points of piercing damage to you.
Okay.
Not great.
Bad dog.
Hey, every little bit counts.
And I'm going to need a Constitution saving throw from you, unless you are immune to disease.
I'm
Right.
not,
Okay.
but it was a natural 18, a natural 20.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, you're perfectly fine. Like this bite doesn't really even sink into you that much. It only did 3 points of damage. So you're just managed to shake off this dog. And then it will come to Arlo's turn.
Okay. I am going to stand up and rage and kind of just climb up on the side where this death dog is.
Yep.
And I'm going to make a shove attack. Try to push it off the cart.
Go for it. So that is your athletics versus its athletics or acrobatics. Both of the same number.
22 for me.
That's gonna be a 10. So with absolute ease, this puppy just gets like shoved off to the side here, falling out of the cart. It's not enough of a fall to like cause damage, but it is out of your cart.
And I'm going to hop down on the side. How do I move? I'm just going to hop down beside the cart and try to draw the attention to me.
Yeah, for sure. Go ahead and give me an intimidation check.
Natural 20.
This thing is not a fan of you. Like, it was expecting an attack, and you just kind of boot upon this thing off the thing, and you were just... Oh, it's bearing down on you, teeth at the ready. Will that be it from you?
That will be it for me, yes.
Lorelei, you're up.
Sweet. So yeah, the spiky
Spiky.
devil man. He's still perching up on the... Yeah, that guy. He's still perching up there?
No, he has flown down. He's hanging about, like, 5 or so feet in the air. He's about 20 feet away from you diagonally.
Sexy. Let's change that. You said that there were some thorny vines in the forest?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Sexy. Okay. Um,
It's about to get kinky real fast.
yeah, no, really. Don't give us a flying winged creature. I'm just gonna kind of look at him and be like, you're a little too far up there, bud, and cast Thorn Whip
Okay.
at friend.
Is that a save from me or an attack roll from you?
No, it's an attack roll.
Give me a good old-fashioned attack roll.
It's a 23 hit.
Nice.
You know it just might. You know, Lizzie, if I had to guess, I'd have to guess that it just might.
It just might. Okay, well, I don't really care about the damage, but we'll gonna take 1 piercing damage.
All right.
However, is he large or smaller?
He is large or smaller.
Yank. He comes 10 feet down.
For sure. 1 can't be reduced past 1, so. Are you bringing him just downwards or towards you?
I am just bringing him down to the ground. I don't
Okay.
care.
So he's still about 20 feet away from you, but he is no
That's
longer
fine.
5 feet in the air.
That's fine. I mean, okay, I guess I'll bring him 5 feet down and then 5 feet closer.
Okay, and there's a little bit of just like insult to injury on that one as you drag him down and closer. As you like kind of wrap around his leg just a little bit, he catches himself, but is definitely pulled down. He's like, "Now, Missy, if we have a combat of whose spines are thornier, I think you might find yourself at a bit of a disadvantage."
Oh, no, you definitely win. And honestly, I love the look that you're going for. I just hate the fact that you're trying to take my shit from me.
You know what? I can kind of understand that, but you gotta understand, I've been doing this for a good while.
Oh. Yeah, I've been traveling through dark and scary forests for a while, and I'm pretty fucking good at it too, so.
Then this should be fun. Sybil, you're up.
I'm just...
If you were good at it, we wouldn't be fighting. And I cast Dissonant Whispers.
Okay.
Nice.
I want to say Wisdom, but let me double check. Yeah, Wisdom saving throw.
Cool. So that is a 15.
Okay, I think that saves. He still takes half damage from it. 5 points of psychic damage.
Okay, so halved to 2.
Sure.
All right.
That feels like a waste of a spell slot. That's it for me.
Dude.
He just
I know the
hears,
feeling. I only have 2 spell slots, and I've already
Same.
used one.
you know, so
Mine
many
was-
people spend so much time during their last moments shit talking, when you really should be focusing on the task at hand. The remaining 2 death dogs basically going to go at once.
Sexy.
And I'm just going to... Okay, so they could pretty much reach anybody. So, one of them is going to come over and is going to kind of put its paws up and just is kind of like reaching and biting at Ellie. The other one is going to hop up here again and is going to take one at Arlo and one at Lorelei.
That's rude.
So let's move over to the Death Dog and let's go back here so people can actually see you. I don't know how to make this better for streaming, so I apologize. Some of our cams are just kind of coming in and out at random times. So attack on Lorelei is going to be an
Not
11 to hit.
Ha! Puppy does not get the bite.
Attack on Arlo is going to be a natural 20.
Yeah, that hits. All right, let's go.
Let's go.
Oh,
For a grand total of 7 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Halved to 3 because you're raging. And I'm going to need a Constitution saving throw, please. Unless you are immune to disease.
I am not. But that is an 18.
18 saves. And then we have 2 attacks on Ellie for throwing a firebolt at one of their puppers.
not the
Not the pupper.
Not the puppers! That's going to be a 15 to hit.
Yeah.
And that's going to be more than that.
Yeah.
For a grand total... Oh my god, that was some high rolling. It's going to be a total of 14 points of piercing damage.
Do it.
5s on
Ellie's
both dice,
looking
dog.
rough.
And I'm going to need 2 Constitution saving throws from you, please.
2?
Yes. Unless you fail the first one, in which case I only need 1.
I get advantage on disease.
That is good to know.
First one. 16?
Passes.
That's another 16.
Passes. You feel both of these dogs kind of clamp on, like, both of their heads clamp on, like, both of your arms and try and, like, drag you off of this cart. You manage to just kind of swat them off. And there is something that is kind of coming for the inner bloodstream, but you are very, very resilient, and that is not affecting you. Not on this night. Day, night, you don't know. And then we move to the bottom of the initiative order with Sade.
What? Okay. So
Fuck 'em up.
Sade, upon seeing all of these puppers, is going to basically like stop, look around, scream, and head towards the big fly boy.
The big fly boy.
Yeah, the
The
big
fly boy.
God,
And
he's
then-
so
So
big
she's
and
gonna,
he fly.
along, ideally jump along the horse, just cause badassery, and then jump down and try to deck it in the face.
You're getting dangerously close to me with some of
Yep.
those.
So the death dog beside you is going to get an attack of opportunity as you leave its threatened range.
I was not in.
Yes,
I wasn't in melee. I was up here. Unless it's a thing might be bigger.
No, so hold on. So you were here.
Yeah. I
This
was
thing
here.
is here. This thing is within 5 feet of you.
Oh, okay, just kidding. Go for it.
One moment. No.
He's fair. Pity. He's
Pity
fair.
please.
So
While
sorry.
she's at it, if anyone wants can make an insight check on save.
Not even going to ask, because with a natural 20, that is 9 points of piercing damage.
Yeah, definitely.
And I am
That's
going to need
right.
a con saving throw from you, please.
Okay. Wow, awful. 9.
9! Let's take a look, because this is a lot of text. You are poisoned until the
Great.
disease is cured.
Sexy.
That's fantastic.
There's some extra stuff associated with that, but we don't need to worry about that for now.
I feel like we should worry about that.
Mm-hmm. Maybe just a little. Am I still able to move and make attack at all?
Yes. So I assume when you say, like, you scream, you're going into your rage.
Yeah.
So that'd be 9 points halved to 4?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. He goes,
Oops, that was
the Spine Devil, who has just been kind of trading verbal jabs with Lorelei, just sees you fucking fly over top. Now that's fucking new. Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
So he's grappled.
He is not
But-
currently grappled. He was just pulled briefly.
No, I didn't grapple him. I just yoinked him.
Grapple him.
No,
Whip
it's
can't
just
grapple.
it's just what the lightning lure does, or the thorn whip does. In the instant of that attack.
Okay.
I wish.
Cool. That sucks. That doesn't great. Okay. But I'm gonna try to swipe the bitch.
Oh my god, swipe him. Swiping, no
Like,
swiping.
Damn! Oh, I thought there was a 7 at first. That's even worse. Okay, cool. It's a natural 1, which actually tracks. So,
So,
Bet you're a little preoccupied.
go for it, Kira, and then
so
I'll explain
yes,
something.
so he's kind of trading jabs with Lorelei, and you just, like, hear this absolute Amazonian war cry as you kick off the cart, kick off the horse, go flying through the air, fully miss him completely, and pff, just face plant on the other side of him.
Oh wait, it would have been a disadvantage. It wouldn't have been a natural 1 because it would have been because I get a wait. Don't I get advantage if I'm raging?
No,
Uh,
it's if you go reckless.
Yeah,
which
it's-
then
it's
gives
if you go
advantage.
reckless, but also you're poisoned.
Yeah, good point.
Oh
Don't worry
no,
about it.
poison does only ability checks. Don't worry about that.
No, we looked. It's attack rolls.
Oh, is it attack rolls too? Well, you can't eat more shit than a nat one, so
No, exactly.
No, she rolled a 7 and then she rolled disadvantage and then she rolled a nat
Yeah.
1. So
Mhm.
okay, good. So yeah, so Lorelei's like, "Fuck you," and this guy's like, "Nah, fuck you," and then yeah!
Fuck you both.
I feel like Lorelai just bursts out laughing.
He just kind of looks behind him, looks back at Lorelei. No, that's fair.
Uh,
What the fuck was that?
and then anyone who got higher than 10 on their insight
what did I
check,
notice?
you notice that Sade is freaking the fuck out.
That's
like
fair. I feel like
very,
anybody could have figured.
very scared. Like her rages of fear. That scream was fear.
I like to think I'm standing on top of the hole, just dying of laughter.
So that turn definitely happened. We're going to go to Ellie at the top of the initiative order.
Love it.
Ellie is absolutely not looking good.
No, she took like 14 points of damage.
I got 5 left.
Oh my God.
Oh fuck!
So, what I'm going to do, I got a little doggo in front of me.
You do have a little doggo in front of you.
I'm going to take out a dagger and I'm gonna try and slash down its face.
Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Or well, what I want to do is essentially 2-weapon fighting. Of I'm gonna slash with my dagger. Once that's down, drop the dagger, conjure arms, and bring up a Yikuwa.
Okay.
If you'd allow me, that's technically 2 weapons in one hand. I just thought it looked cool in my mind.
You are allowed to drop an object as a free action. So,
Would
yeah,
that work for 2-weapon fighting?
that would work for 2-weapon fighting, but at that point, the dagger is on the ground underneath, like, the cart.
Yeah.
So your dagger is gone until you can go get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
I'll take this to look cool.
Why are y'all getting rid of your weapons? I literally have no weapons.
Everybody's trying to do cool things, and it's,
My scalpel.
You're
Listen,
not using your
okay,
dagger.
I needed that bitch on the ground.
Does an 18 hit?
an 18 does, in fact, hit.
Amazing.
I
That is 4 damage.
should have grabbed it on the way out.
That is
Ma'am?
4 points of damage to Death
Four
Dog number
dagger
2.
damage.
Okay.
As I draw the dagger down, I'm gonna drop it, and then in that hand as well, my prosthetic is gonna come up a Yukawa that I summon to slash him on the way up as well.
Perfectly cool.
Oh, it's in my lap. For a natural 20.
You know,
Hey.
it's about time one of y'all got it, so, yeah.
So 14 Yukawa damage.
Yeah, ow. Not a huge fan of that. You're dealing some good damage.
As I'm just bloody from being attacked by this thing, I'm just gonna yell, "Fuck off!"
It is, in fact, a dog. I don't even know if it understands you. It doesn't. So it's just...
Understand the rage and feeling behind it, though. I feel like it would.
I mean, it's attacking somebody. It understands the thought of, please don't do the thing you're doing.
How does it look?
It looks... It's still able to do its thing, but that was a pretty meaty blow to it. It's not looking on death's door, if that's what you're asking.
Ah, fuck.
Real quick, I hate to ask, can we take like a 2-minute break? I gotta go grab my charger, and it's...
Absolutely. We're going to go ahead and take a couple of a minute break, and when we come back, we're going to continue this combat.
Thank you.
I'm gonna bring us back and just take this opportunity to put ambient music because I forgot to add a media source to this one.
It's just oils.
Yeah. Probably a good call.
So I'm gonna put in River of Blood because I feel like that one makes a lot of sense.
It do indeed.
Sexy.
I actually don't mind
Table
that.
pop audio.
Yeah,
Strong.
we're just gonna fucking move that to the bottom.
Fuck off.
Uh, what
Oh
happened?
my god.
Oh, God! Wait, hold up!
Wait,
What?
wait.
Whoa!
I need to
Whoa!
full screen.
Whoa.
We interrupt your regularly scheduled combat for puppies.
Ah!
What the shit?
So, like the mama dog, we've been feeding her, because she looked like she was starving, but she was obviously nursing. So when we went to take our trash out the other day, she was in the middle of the road with 2 puppies following behind her. We went to the neighbor's house that we thought she belonged to, like left a note and was like, "Hey, we have your dogs, but like they look like they're starving." So I was planning on keeping them. And then they called us the next day that the mama dog had ran away and asked if we had seen her. So we did feed the puppies. I guess they know that we fed them. Oh God, I don't know what to do with all of those.
There's so many. What? There was only 2 last time. Why are there so many more?
There's 7
Take one.
in total.
I'm not even kidding. I will drive down and I will take one.
Oh my
Oh
goodness.
God!
Oh,
Okay, well, we're gonna go find a spot for them. We'll be back momentarily.
Yeah, no, that's entirely fair.
Not
Gosh, they're
genuinely.
everywhere,
I
right?
am being genuine. I will take one.
Fair. I'll let you know what we do.
Okay.
I think we're gonna try and get a hold of the owners to see what the fuck's going on, but we'll be right back.
No, just keep them for now.
what the
We'll set up
fuck?
a
Yo.
secondary camera and it'll be puppy cam.
Yeah, so stream is entirely camera swapped right now.
Come on.
Lizzie is the
I am
DM
Arlo
now.
and Sybil.
You're Arlo and Sybil. I'm Ellie.
What the shit?
Kira,
What just happened?
Kira, how does it feel to be Ellie?
How does it feel to be Ellie?
You know Ellie's backstory.
Mike, I mean, it's really difficult to see under all of this shade. But you know, I'm making out.
It's getting pretty.
Fuck it. We're gonna go set up in the car. Cause
Yeah,
fuck
this is
this
really
shit,
bad.
I'm out. They all came out all of a sudden, all at once.
They mostly come out at night, mostly.
How is this fair? Caitlin and Josh get puppies and we get mosquitoes. This is how dare.
I fully agree that this is bullshit.
Yeah, we're gonna take a minute and tidy up in here, and then we'll
Yeah, I'm gonna leave and fuck up your setup even more.
hold on.
Yeah, no, that's perfectly good. I expect that to happen. Yeah, no, it's like a half and half silver and black border thing going on.
It's good. We still fit.
We're still here. We have no DM, unfortunately, so it is unfortunately the inmates leading the asylum.
Yep.
But how are you feeling at this point during this combat? The 14 points of damage in.
I have 5 health left.
Speak
I
to me
do
about that.
think. Hold on, let me have a look at the board. I mean, Sybil's. It might be my turn to almost die again.
It could possibly be.
Because, like, probably at one hit. I have a low AC.
I mean, like, I can tell you that... Because you said you have 5 hit points left?
Yeah, I feel like they do at least 5.
They do... Each of their attacks does at least 3. So if both heads hit you...
I'm fucked.
Yeah, you're full fucked. And the only person that was beside you just did a flying leap face first into the dirt. So
Sybil's kinda still there.
Sybil's kind of there. She could maybe help you out if she is so inclined to do. There are also 2 death dogs on their side of the cart. So,
Yeah.
you know,
So
it is
do
what
we
it
got?
is.
I do love how we're still streaming, so this is just love it. So yeah, we got
Yeah, I'm
Sade-
embracing the the
Yeah.
chaos at this point. Oh god.
Sade's on the devil.
Saints and the Devil.
Arlo's kinda got a dog in there, but Sybil's got a dog. Lorelai kinda had a dog. There's like a dog in between Arlo and Lorelai.
Yes.
And then I have a dog.
Yeah. And would
So
you
if
believe
all
that the
of it-
actual, the highest challenge rating thing you're fighting here is the Spine Devil?
How is it compared to that specter we fought once? We seem to be doing. Pardon?
The Death Dog is honestly, it's the damage dealer here. The
I've
Spine
been
Devil
going
just
for
has a
the
lot of
dogs.
resistances. It's very hard to kill. But the Death Dogs have way more HP, and they definitely deal a lot more damage. Potentially. I mean, okay, I'll be entirely honest with you. The Spine Devil does have more damage potential. But mostly his thing is, resistances.
I felt like he was probably had a resistance or immunity to fire. So I went for the dogs instead of him.
Possibly a good choice. Can't really confirm or deny that. But, sometimes better to be safe than sorry.
Yeah.
You know, the fire definitely affected the dogs.
Yeah.
And then, of course, there's the fact that, you're the one who's poisoned, correct?
No, it is, Sade is poisoned.
Sade is poisoned, hence the disadvantage in the falling face first into the ground and such.
Yes. Well, we've
Um,
got nobody here. I'm immune to poison.
You're immune to poison, but you're not
Yes.
immune to disease.
No, I have advantage against disease and being poisoned, but then I am also... Wait, yeah, I'm then resistant to poison. Not immune. I'm resistant to poison.
Okay.
But I've got advantage against rolling for disease, which was why I had advantage those 2 rolls.
Yes. So, you're not immune to the poison condition.
No, I just have advantage against it.
Which is good. It's a fairly low DC. 9 is, however, still a fail.
I thought when I rolled the 16, I'm just like, I'm fucked.
Also, I'm going to be completely honest with both the stream and the YouTube audience here. I assume that when both cameras are back on, they will be in their proper positions. I don't know this to be the case.
That'll
Well,
probably be
make it.
2. Quick, close the door! Quick, quick, quick!
Kira, we were also talking about while you were gone the fact that rangers can get cure wounds.
Yes, they
Lorelai
can.
didn't take it though.
Listen, all right? You got healing from me in another. You got healing from me in 2 other.
Yeah, and you know how high stakes this one is.
Yeah, and
But
you really think that I would take cure wound?
Yeah, this was a whole argument she and I had this afternoon. Was there's no fucking way Lorelai would take.
no, I completely agree.
I'm the healer.
You know, it's having to balance that metagame of, like, you don't want to die. But
Yeah.
also, would my character take this spell?
No.
This is just like upping the idea in my head of I should just like multi-class into like a fucking cleric.
Well, yeah, I was thinking, hey, wouldn't it be cool if I multi-classed in the cleric? I have the wisdom stats for it, right? But then I was like, no, Lorelai would never.
It makes I don't know anything. My assumption is that you were the hag and the hag's daughter. Like a druid would make more sense than a cleric. I can't say it would make sense, but that it would make more sense than a cleric. But I don't know. They gone again?
They gone.
Oh, they back.
Oh, I also have to unassign Astra from loose ends. I just created her in loose ends because I wanted the books.
That's fair.
Leave campaign. I have so many characters.
Me too. How many do I have? I had a lot. I currently have 29 characters made. However, a few of them are like characters that I have created for when they get to their higher levels, if that makes sense. I've planned it out.
Fair.
How many you got?
I've got 9 in D&D Beyond.
Where are the dogs?
Back at their house.
Damn it.
I was talking to the dude, and I don't know what's wrong with these people. Like, we live in the middle of the city, like in a suburb area, and they're out from like in the middle of the country, so they're just letting their dogs roam around the neighborhood. And I learned that the puppies are 5 weeks old. And I told him as soon as they're of age, let me know, and I will take every single one of them.
Here, what if we...
My only concern right now is there are 7 puppies. We only found 6.
Oh goodness.
Maybe
But-
one was just stayed with the mom?
Maybe one
Hopefully.
stayed. That's my hope.
See, my biggest concern is they're running in the road, they're running in other people's yards,
Yeah.
and they're
Yeah,
tiny.
they're dark colored animals. They're gonna
Yeah.
hide in shadow.
So I'm just going to take all the puppies and put them in a kennel and try to give them away to people I know.
Hi.
Hello.
All right, we're good now.
All right.
This will be a fun
Fine.
update to stream.
Good.
Sorry about that.
No,
No, all good.
please.
Puppy break.
Are you kidding? Yeah, you left and I said, "How dare they? They get puppies and we get mosquitoes."
I think that was my first time ever clutching 5 dogs in my arm at one time.
Yeah, impressive.
If it makes you feel any better, yesterday while all of that was going on, I was just wearing like biker shorts. So my legs are literally eaten by mosquitoes. So like
That was
But all right, guys.
that was an intense moment that I'm very glad was caught on stream. Just watching Josh walk in, 5 puppies on his arms.
I love the image though of comes in with 1 dog, leaves, comes back with 5.
Like Josh, at one point you might, like, if we get popular enough, you might just beat like Travis Willingham as like D&D husbando material.
I'm here for the animals, okay?
We were streaming when that happened.
Pardon?
Were we streaming when that happened?
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
I love it.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So we have the
Caitlin's
video of
face when
it.
the puppy came into view was like so
But
good.
speaking of doggos, some of them are eating you alive. Top of the initiative order. Ellie, what are you doing?
Oh,
I think I just finished my turn.
Did you just finish?
I thought we did.
Yeah, you
Okay.
did 2 melee attacks.
Yeah, because I hit them with my Yikul.
You did hit them with the Yikula, which I just hate. I hate the sound of that. I hate the way that feels in my throat.
Yikul. Hold on, I have to make sure. Yeah, it's Yikowa.
It is the Spine Devil's turn.
Mm.
It is going to pull a pitchfork out and is going to attempt to stab Sade,
Yeah.
Rude.
who is currently prone
Oh, great.
and is like definitely gonna hit, but let's just see if he crits. He does not. Good for you.
Reaction.
All
None of it's
around me are
Uh,
familiar
But that is a soft 20 to hit.
Okay.
And is going to deal 6 points of piercing damage to you.
Okay, that's halved because I'm raging.
Halved because you're raging. And then is going to throw a tailspine at Lorelei. He just kind of goes like, "Stay down, darling," and then like stabs into your leg, and then just spins around and throws a tailspine at Lorelei for a 17 to hit.
Youch.
Yeah, that hits.
Which is going to do 3 points of piercing damage.
I'm so happy about this.
And
Slam it.
5 points of fire damage.
Oof.
That's nice.
That is nice. I agree.
I'm so confused for a second.
The death dog that was originally beside him is now fully teeth-bared, froth-mouthed, going to go for Arlo.
Okay.
Switching over so that the stream looks good. First attack is not going to hit because it's an 8,
That misses.
and that's a 6.
All right.
Just makes these like big lunging attacks at you, but they are so filled with rage that it is not able to get a good hit in on you. This will be Arlo. You're up next.
This one that just tried to bite me, I'm going to cast Punch on him.
You're gonna cast Punch. That's
I truly
fair.
had that moment of Arlo has spells?
I had that moment as well, and I'm the DM, so you probably shouldn't.
24 to hit,
Yeah, that'll do it.
and that is going to be 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ow! Whoa. Yeah, that rings its bell for sure.
Yeah, that's just gonna be like a swift kick to the ribs, and that's my turn.
Yeah, you just get that like and it goes to square up with you again. Lorelei, you're up.
Okay, well, motherfucker just hit me with a spike, and that's not very nice.
It's not great.
Nice of you.
No, so I'm gonna do the same thing that Sade did.
You're gonna leap at him?
Oh well, the first time. Yeah, I'm gonna go for him. With my axe.
Yeah, this time there's a fucking weapon.
You chose the Tavern Brawler feat.
Yeah, thankfully.
Okay. So with my axe, I'm gonna go for him.
All right, go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Yeah. Okay. 17?
17 will hit.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll for damage.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's gonna be 9 damage on him. And then bonus action.
Hold on.
Hunter's mark. Oh.
You
Ah,
should have done that first.
What?
You should have Hunter's marked first, because then you would have gotten an additional D6.
I know. I know what I'm doing.
okay. The hunter's
I wanted
mark
to
has been
see it-
placed.
Yes.
Will that be all for your turn? Oh, and I will say that
Yeah.
you're in front of him. Go ahead and just roll another d20 for me and see if you crit, because you are flanking.
Oh fuck yeah! I forgot we're flanking.
No.
Darn.
Okay. That was worth it.
Yeah, totally. Thank you, Kira.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
problem.
Merciful DM.
We stand.
I am a benevolent god.
Praise be Kira.
Sybil, you're up.
Yeah. I do.
Pico and cast Hex on the Spine Devil,
Yeah.
and then Eldritch Blast.
Which
Wow.
ability will it have disadvantage on?
I'll give him a Wisdom.
Okay.
That is a 18 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
You may.
Excuse me.
That is 13 points of force damage and 4 points of necrotic damage.
So, hold on. I need to see something. How do you want to do this?
Nah.
Yes.
I will
I'm
also say
going
to
to-
preface this, you've seen physical attacks on this thing deal damage, but not what they were intended to.
Mhm.
As if it had some sort of kind of resistance to normal weaponry. This type of damage, necrotic and force, hit him straight on.
I'm gonna peek back over. I'm gonna continue my shit talking, but yours ends here. And just release the barrage of Eldritch Blast.
And just
Yeah.
explodes from you and congeals at this point that just hits him center mass, and just you can hear bones breaking and shattering as what on the outside looks perfectly normal. Both Lorelei and Sade have beautiful view to see the light leave his eyes, his pupils darken, his irises blacken, and just falls to the side. The death dogs look up. Are absolutely terrified of the lot of you. And are going to attempt, well, if we're in initiative, because I do want to make this fair to you guys, the second and third, so the ones on the sides that are not involved with Arlo right now, are going to attempt to flee. Does anybody stop them? That would be this, or sorry, that'd be this one here, and this one here.
Nah.
They can leave. That's fine.
I'm torn. Ellie's quite pissed.
Yeah, but you're also at how many hit points, babe?
I'm at 5.
Yeah, no, sit the fuck down.
They're also just animals following orders. Their leader's dead.
Yeah,
They-
Ellie's gonna leave it, but she's just gonna keep screaming at it.
Dude, get out!
Just yelling profanities.
Yeah, absolutely. This one is just going to take off into the woods. This one, with an 80-foot movement, is going to 80 feet with a dash. Get off the... I'm gonna go this way. Arlo, do you stop the last one from fleeing from you?
No, I'm just gonna give it like a non-damaging kick in the ass as it runs.
Yeah,
Oh,
it turns and you just give it a little bit of a boost
I
as it flees. You are battered, you are bruised, but you are alive. And you are victorious.
You know, for someone who's so fucking set on us staying on the path, we just got our asses handed to us on the path.
You just Lorelai, you can hear directly like by your ear, and don't use comes back.
Very helpful.
Yeah, we were good on that one.
I get off
Oh.
the
I'm just
cart.
looking at him with blood dripping down my face.
I'm gonna get my dagger.
He almost looks like starstruck at you, actually. Like the blood dripping down your face is just adding to it. By the way, one of the cameras went down. That's why we're all in different positions.
Flick him off my shoulder.
You just
Hi.
Who am
Who am I now?
you guys are the DM.
I?
We are
Who am I?
all given the most powerful magic items ever.
I am Arlo and Sybil. Amazing.
Sorry, my mom called.
That's okay.
My
I picked up my dagger and I stumbled back in the cart and I just kind of lay there.
Did anyone loot this devil? Because if not, I will.
too.
Okay, you're closer, so.
I'm tending
I'm
to
still-
my wounds.
I'm still on the ground, and
I'm just keeping up a steady
I
stream
sit-
of chatter at you.
I sit up for a second and just
So, was that your first highway robbery, or were you? And I'm just kind of like poking through this guy.
yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh,
Just half year. Once again.
yeah. Wait, what was that? Did you enjoy it?
Nope. Not particularly.
That was a 17.
You're looting
No.
this guy.
Yeah, I'm looting the guy.
17. 17 is pretty good. You
So,
find
Cool.
20 gold
you know,
pieces
just-
on him,
Yes.
as well as his pitchfork, which for now I guess consider under the stats of a trident.
Do I know how to use that?
Good question.
That is the question.
I think while they're looting the devil, Ellie's actually, she's got back, she's sitting in the cart, but she's kind of just like wiping the blood off of herself. Just kind
I'm
of
gonna
staring at it. And she's
Everybody
lost
gets
in
4
thought.
gold pieces. I toss 4 gold pieces at each person,
Yay.
and I think in Sade's case, I just kind of blink.
Yeah,
Bounce them off your
back-
forehead.
They hit her head.
I like
and just
make a
kinda-
game out of it.
at this point.
Right, trident.
It is a thrown and versatile weapon.
Yes.
Oh, well then.
Take your fucking axe, I'll trade you.
No. It's mine
And,
just vibing.
The night is yours. You know that basically just
I-
beyond the crest here is Strike Guy City.
now. Well, I want to check on the horses. Are they doing okay?
Horses are fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Unnaturally
off?
for horses, like you'd expect them to be spooked or something like that. They look more. Would you like to insight check the horses?
I would love to insight check the horses.
Please insight check the horses.
What is my modifier? 19.
They look more like, I don't know, like annoyed.
Just pets.
Give them pets.
They're just like, yeah, like They
talking
they
like-
nuzzle into your hand. It's like they've
Yeah, I
seen this
know,
before.
It's bullshit. The people, what is it with people in scary forests and highway robberies? Like, what the fuck?
You just get like a.
Exactly. That's yes. Thank you.
It's, to be clear to people who may not be as familiar with D&D, these nightmare horses have higher challenge ratings than what you fought. So these guys are just basically like, I'ma just let this happen, whatever.
They're my besties. We're just chatting shit. Anyway, is
Oh,
Sade still sitting there?
yeah, she is. But she's also gonna, in her like minor freak out, she'll just kind of like lay her hands on her chest, and she's gonna just kind of try to calm herself down in general. And Madam DM, how does Sade's magic look? How does that kind of come across? Because I would assume this is like her first time using lay on hands in general, so
I don't even know if Sade realizes she's doing it.
no, I don't think she would.
Right? Who are you laying your hands on?
Myself.
Yourself. So yeah, I think that you
Yes.
just kind of sit down and you do that thing that you normally do when you're kind of coming down from a rage panic attack, right? Is like
Mhm.
you're holding your hand over your heart to kind of measure your heartbeat. And there's something else there. There's a warmth and a light that breaks through the suffocating darkness of this wood that you're in. And for the first time, you feel like you're confident. Maybe not fully confident, but something's gone right. You're on the right path.
I just squat down in front of you. All right, so maybe we stop ruminating over the dead body and get back in the cart. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Plus that also neutralizes a poison as well.
That doesn't neutralize a disease.
Yes. Cure a disease or neutralize a poison.
So I'm pretty sure it'd be up to you. It takes 5 points to
Yeah.
neutralize a disease, or you can do the 5 points of healing. I think that's how it works. I could
Yes.
be wrong.
Yeah.
So if you only have the 5 points right now, you can either choose the disease or the healing.
There's a bunch of charges
Here, let me
though.
look.
Yeah.
So you have a
Oh.
pool equal to 5 times your paladin level.
So you could do
Yeah.
both.
No.
No.
You can only do one.
Yeah.
or the other.
Those are
You can only do one. So you can do.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but I'll neutralize the disease. That's fine. Yeah, that would be like
all your
the hit
charges.
points, right? So it's like 1 hit point
Mm-hmm.
each. Okay. Cool. Yeah.
So which one are you going to be doing?
I'm gonna cure the disease.
Okay. Yeah, you can kind of feel this, whatever those dogs had, start to like siphon your strength and your fortitude. And as you kind of hold your hand to your heart, you feel one quick in your chest, and it's heavy and it's solid, and then it just kind of flows out to the rest of your body, and you feel a lot better. Like whatever those dogs had can't touch you anymore.
They gave you rabies.
I mean, It might be
Maybe.
like the D&D equivalent of rabies.
I'll hold up my hand.
Are you scared of
Like,
water right
stand up.
now?
I'm gonna shy away from her hand at first and then just
Oh,
love it.
right, as that's like, okay, take it away, grab.
Every 24 hours that the disease was not cured, you would have lost a D10 worth of hit point max until you hit 0 hit points, in which case you would be dead.
Yeah. D&D rabies.
Amazing.
D&D rabies.
Love it.
I'll kind of like haul you
Thank
back.
God for lay on hands.
Yep.
Yeah, right?
Thank God you took a level in Pally.
She's just kind of down, but she's feeling a lot better.
I'm gonna hop into the back of the wagon. We should probably get going before anything else is attracted by all the ruckus.
I'm driving.
I'm sorry.
Fine.
Here.
Yeah, like, kind of in response
What's
to what you say there, Arlo, the two horses kind of kick their feet against the ground.
You're riding the horse.
As if, like, in their attitude, they're almost like, get the fuck on.
It's only a matter of time in a place like this before more baddies show up.
Is everybody in?
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna make sure that people are settled. I'm just gonna.
I quite literally never left and just sat back down after it was all over.
Ellie had only gotten out to grab her dagger and hopped back in.
You're looking a little fucked up there, Ellie. You're gonna make it.
Yeah, Ellie's just kind of been just like wiping off the blood off of the wounds and just staring at it. Kind of lost in thought. But once you started talking, she's just like, and then starts cleaning herself off.
You're good.
Could be better, but definitely been worse.
Of course. Well, I don't think we're too far off now. Save your strength.
And sure enough, as you break through the clustered foliage around you and into the first clearing that you've seen in quite some time, the road opens up to a large wrought iron gate that seems made for giants and titans. The gate is open to a bustling, kind of steampunk-ish, if it met, like high fantasy,
No.
slum city of many different districts and creeds, races, and cultures you have never experienced before. And they all seem to regard you as you slowly walk in. There's a stables.
I was gonna say, at this point, I think I've off and I'm now like leading the horses, so I'm not trying to drive them through a crowd.
You see that the horses kind of stop a little bit into the gate and look at you. They don't seem to want to go in there.
Well, you won't run away if we like leave you out here? You won't like let people take our shit?
It gives you like a side look of like, really?
Well, no, like, you are fully capable. I know that. Like,
It's gonna walk up a little bit to just kind of allow you to take what it is you currently want to take, what you want to have on your person right now.
okay. Let's see. I want my book. Or Thomas's book, I guess. And I guess we found rope, right?
You did find rope, yes.
Anything that looks even like remotely valuable or whatever, I'm shoving in a bag, or the bag that I grabbed.
Yeah.
I grabbed one from the library. Anything that looks like we could maybe pawn off or trade that isn't like someone's actual possession.
And you know that you guys have 20 gold collectively between you.
Mm-hmm. Well, I tossed 4 at everybody.
Yes.
I'm taking my 3 books.
I'm taking my nothing.
I currently have like 5 books on my person.
Oh, I'm also grabbing the pie that we've just carted around with us.
I have the
Yep.
pie.
That it, it's
Oh, you have
it
the
is
pie?
about 3 it's about 3-day-old pie now.
Please just let me eat
Listen,
it.
I'm not eating the pie.
Drug pie. Come on.
Ellie
I'm
has
giving it-
one
we're giving
her,
it
so
to them.
nobody can eat the pie.
I just think it's going to spoil, and we should at least experience that once. I'm not saying everybody has to eat the pie, but those of us that want to eat the pie, let us.
I'll think about it.
Okay.
What could go
It's all
wrong
good.
with weird mind
Like-
flayer LSD pie?
Exactly.
Nothing.
No.
Yeah, just anything that looks valuable or even remotely valuable that I could pawn off on somebody else.
Perfect. And when you guys have everything that you need, the horses along with the cart sorry. Dry throat. The horses along with the cart are going to kind of pick up a little bit of speed along the road, and in a flash of blue light that happens about as quickly as you blink, they disappear.
Oh, okay.
How are we supposed to call them back?
I don't think we are.
Alright.
How
We-
are we supposed to, you know? That might be an issue later. I don't know.
Bamboozles.
Any one of you want to make a history or an arcana check?
I'm good at those. They're both the same. 17.
17. From what you've heard about people who have written nightmares, now that you actually have the name to go off of,
Okay, I'm so sorry.
Can you backtrack like 10 seconds?
Our Wi-Fi just cut out.
sorry, I was
Big
asking
time.
for history or arcana checks from anybody who wanted to, and Ellie has
Yeah.
gotten a 17.
Actually, no. Yeah,
I'm
you have
so good at
trash
those. I got it at an 18.
Lorelei got is an 18. So both of you would know from the legends you've heard of creatures who have written nightmares, now that you have the name to go off of. These horses have the ability to ethereally travel.
That could have been useful.
They don't mind you guys, but have a collective 3-day relationship with you all. So they're probably not into granting you, like, their greatest boons just yet.
That's fair.
But, yeah, these things can
Kind of
ethereally travel, and you can tell that they probably wanted to go there rather than be here. But they can still kind of see you guys.
But okay.
They can still kind of see you guys, so if you need to call upon them, you can.
Feed you some berries, but you know, whatever. That's fine.
Head pops out.
Yeah, right.
Hey, y'all say some berries? No, and you find yourselves outside the doors of the Iron Husk, which seems to be a kind of absolute fucking dive bar. And an entire city that is open to you. Welcome to Strike Geist City. And that's where we're going to go ahead and end today's session.
Sweet.
I insight check the horse.
Yes, you did.
You did insight check the
Yes,
horse.
you did.
But yes, thank you guys so much for joining us and watching. Thank you, everyone on YouTube who is watching and sharing and liking and commenting and all of that, lovely keyword shit. Thank you for joining us during the session with the puppies. That was
The session.
amazing.
If we own one of them now, that's
I
you guys
want
saw
it
the origin
known.
story.
I want it known that I said I'd take one.
It is recorded. But yes, thank you guys so much for watching. The party has now made it to Strikegeist City, and the town is theirs to explore. But I suppose that will be for next time. So thank you very much, and we will see you by the firelight.